Does this sound familiar? You spend 30 minutes blow drying, you add mousse, you curl, you spray, and 2 hours later, your hair looks like you didn't even try. Flat, lifeless, no volume in sight. If that's you, I've got good news. Today, we're talking about the 5 best haircuts for fine, flat hair that will completely change the game. These aren't just pretty pictures from Pinterest. These are cuts I've seen transform my clients' hair behind the chair. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to ask for at the salon to get body, bounce, and believable volume. You see, fine hair is tricky. It's soft, it's silky, and yes, it's beautiful. But it doesn't always behave the way you want it to. It collapses by midday. It gets stringy at the ends, and if you've ever walked out of the salon thinking, this cut just makes my hair look thinner, you know how frustrating it can be. I can't tell you how many clients have sat in my chair saying, I just want my hair to look fuller. And here's the secret. It's not about doing more, it's about doing smarter. The cut has to be designed for fine hair from the start. The challenge is this. A lot of people think more layering equals more volume. But too many layers on fine hair, suddenly you've got wisps instead of fullness. On the flip side, go too blunt and heavy, and the hair hangs flat with no movement. So the goal is balance, just the right shape to give the illusion of thickness without losing what little density you already have. So I've got the solution. Here are the 5 best cuts for fine hair. First, the choppy bob. This one has been around forever, but it keeps coming back because it works. Unlike a heavy, blunt bob, the choppy version adds texture at the ends. Think of it as built-in movement. I had a client who always felt like her hair just hung there. We went in with a chin-length choppy bob, added some texture spray, and she texted me the next day saying, I feel like I have twice the hair I had yesterday. Now that's the magic of this cut. It creates fullness when it usually just clumps together. Here's a tip. Keep it at chin length or just below for the most impact, and style with sea salt spray or a dry texturizing spray for that effortless, thicker look. I'll leave some links in my show notes. Now let's talk about the longer textured pixie. If you've ever thought, I don't have enough hair for short styles, this cut will prove you wrong. Here's why. The short sides and back keep things neat and polished, while the longer layers on top create height and volume right where fine hair usually falls flat. One of my clients was nervous to cut her hair short because she thought it would make her fine hair look even thinner. But when we gave her a longer pixie with choppy layers on top, suddenly she had this playful crown of hair. She loved it so much, she said she'd never go back to shoulder length again. Make sure you use a little volumizing powder at the roots, rub it in with your fingertips, and your pixie instantly goes from flat to fabulous. Ah, curtain bangs. They're everywhere right now, and for good reason. They frame the face beautifully and make fine hair look fuller in the front. Paired with a medium length cut, curtain bangs are the perfect way to add interest without losing length. I had a client once, Maria, who always wanted bangs but feared the commitment. Curtain bangs gave her that softness without the harsh grow out phase, and she instantly looked like she had more hair around her face. Make sure you blow dry your curtain bangs with a round brush. Flick them out and away from your face. That one step adds movement and breaks up the flatness that fine hair tends to have. Now this is what I call the sweet spot. This is the haircut for fine hair. Shoulder length with face framing layers. Why? Because it keeps the ends full, no wispy, straggly tips, but adds just enough shape around the face so it doesn't look heavy. This cut is perfect for someone who wants length but doesn't want to feel like their hair is dragging them down. One of my clients had insisted she needed her hair past her bra strap. We all know people like that, but it always looked stringy. We compromised with shoulder length and soft layers around her cheekbones, and suddenly Her hair looked fuller, healthier, and more polished. Make sure you use a large curling iron to bend the ends slightly under or flip them out. That subtle bend instantly makes the hair look thicker and styled without trying too hard. And finally, the modern shag. If you've been scrolling Instagram, you know the shag is back in a big way. The difference now is that it's softer, more wearable, and perfect for fine hair. With feathered layers and wispy pieces, the shag builds volume from root to tip. It's fun, it's edgy, and it gives fine hair life. I remember cutting a modern shag on a client who had always worn her hair just one length. When she looked in the mirror, she gasped and said, "I feel like I have rocker hair in the best way possible." That's the power of the shag. It adds instant cool factor and movement without you even trying. Remember though, this cut loves product. Use a salt spray or mousse, scrunch it in, and let your natural texture do the work. The messier it looks, the better. So here's the takeaway. With fine, flat hair, the right cut can change everything. Instead of fighting your hair with endless product and hot tools, these 5 styles give you built-in movement and body. You'll spend less time fussing and more time feeling confident about your hair. So which one of these haircuts do you see yourself trying next? Would you dare to go for the textured pixie, or are you leaning more toward the shoulder length cut? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I love hearing your stories. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel so you're going to be one of the first to get notified when the next video comes out. And as always, remember, when you know better, you do better.